All right, guys. I'm driving to the gym, so I thought, like, as I did this video yesterday, I was like, you know what? Why not just share some thoughts, share some value whilst I'm driving to the gym, and then every now and then I'll just cut some clips up, or I don't know, I'll put it in one video or some shit like that. Whenever I just feel like saying shit, I could just put it in one video, right? Now, today, what happened today? It's currently Tuesday. It's 2 days in of the week. I'm already up 45 grand in the first 2 days, and obviously that is a very good feeling. Obviously 45 grand in just 2 days, who doesn't like that? Today I made like 18 grand, and I think yesterday was like 27 grand, so I'm very happy about that. Tomorrow I have a payout with Alpha Futures, and Friday I have a payout with Top Step, and then hopefully by next week I'm gonna collect. And on Saturday I also have a payout with Fund Trading Markets, and then well, the week after I have 2 more payouts, Funding Pips and Top Step. But besides that point, so those are nice payouts. Today we went to the garage to look at some cars. The car I wanted wasn't there. It's at another garage, but I didn't really like. It was a 1 hour drive, so I couldn't be fucking asked. I went with my brother. But the goal is to buy a nice car, and I'm gonna tell you guys, like, for example, I was speaking to my dad, and I told my dad, like, look, I'm gonna buy a car, and the car is this is worth this much, and whatever. And my dad didn't agree with me. He said, you know, it's too early to buy a car, maybe you should wait, maybe this, maybe that, maybe blah blah blah. And we had like a conversation for like an hour, and sometimes that just makes me realize, like, okay, I do respect my parents and I try to listen as much as I can, but sometimes you just can't listen to your parents, because I feel like in order for me to grow, I need to make more money, right? And for me to make more money is to obviously, like, wait, let me put this shit off because this is mad annoying. Well, like, for me to make more money, how am I supposed to make more money? Well, obviously there's a couple factors in this, right? For me to make more money is, one, to obviously have a better lifestyle, or start spending more money, or whatever you want to call it. But essentially, like, buying a car of this caliber is, one, a big milestone for me. It's also like a childhood dream car in its own category. I'm not gonna say that it's necessarily a dream car, but having this car will obviously make me quite happy. And I'm sure once you guys see the car, I'm not gonna say what car it is, and I won't expose it, and I will just, like, you know, when the car is bought, I will just post a picture and I'll just make a video, right? So I won't say what car I'm buying or what I'm planning to buy, but it is a nice car, and I can bet that a lot of you guys will like this car, and that is a very nostalgic, nice car. Nostalgic in the saying of, like, it is a new car. It's 2021 or 2022, so it's not that old, but you guys know what I mean, right? Now, maybe I should put this down because my face isn't recognized. I don't really know, but with that being said, I was like, you know what, it is what it is. Sometimes you listen, sometimes you don't, and in this case, I probably won't, because I am gonna buy that car, and I probably will buy that car. Well, just said that, and it is what it is. You know, kind of was disappointing, because, you know, you always want to have, like, the support of your parents when you're doing something like this, and, like, obviously you don't have to always agree with people, of course, but at the same time, at least you should get some blessings or whatever, you know. But it is what it is, you know. We take up the chin, you know, we can't really complain. So I'm just in talks to see how we're gonna do it, because obviously I'm not a resident in Belgium. So what most likely will happen is that it will be bought either on my brother's name or somebody else's name, or on their business or whatever, and I will just drive it as is. So that's the plan, that's the motive. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I want you guys to realize one thing: no matter what you do, how much money you make, how much money you lose, the money that you don't make, the money that you make, how rich you are, how broke you are, doesn't matter. Never forget to pray, and never forget to say Alhamdulillah, and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything. Because sometimes, like we're in the middle of what I used to dream of. For example, I used to dream of making 100K a month. I remember very well last year, September, I took a big financial loss and I told myself I'm gonna make 100K a month. And now, alhamdulillah, that I am this far. I'm not saying that I'm gonna make this 100K every month. Obviously, this was a very good month. But if I could just keep the consistency up to like 50, 60K, then alhamdulillah, I'm happy. And you guys need to realize that this is just prop firm payouts. Like, I know that a lot of people make 50 to 100K a month, but at this moment, I don't sell a course. My mentorship is closed. It will launch soon, obviously, but I don't make any money from education or whatever. So the 100K that I'm making is all prop firm payouts. So it's not like 50% is of courses and 50% is of prop firms, which is still impressive. Like anybody who makes above 30 to 40 to 50K consistently, like as you guys saw, 27 payouts in 1 month, that is consistency. Not when you get 3 to 4 payouts, which are 30K, and then you don't get payouts for 2 months, and then the same thing, and then the same thing. The monetary amount is never really that important if it isn't consistent, right? And sometimes, we forget stuff like this, and sometimes I just think back, and I'm like, I am very glad at the position that I am. And low-key, sometimes I wish I never started social media because I low-key hate social media. I hate Instagram. I hate TikTok. My TikTok got banned. I'm not even trying to get it back. I don't give a fuck. I just made a personal account. I'm just chilling on that. 3 followers. My cousin Aiden, and Bajo, and that's it. Like I don't even talk to people. Like I don't like social media, and the reason why I don't like social media is because it's nonsense. So many bullshit people. Like the only reason why I post on social media is one, obviously I already have a community, and obviously it will make me money, or it does make me money, whatever you want to call it. But the biggest part is, this is also why I picked up YouTube this much, and I'm also going to be documenting 75 days hard, which I will start probably next week Monday. Is that I just want people to do better with their lives. Like when I just got out of the shower, I just saw a video of a guy who works 3 jobs a day, or 3 jobs in 1 day, and massive respect to that guy. But this is not the life we should live, and this is not what we should do, and this is never something that you should be truly striving for. Obviously, before you get to the life you want to be, you have to grind, you have to work super hard. But this is not the end goal. And I could never see myself, like, even today I was talking to my dad, and he was like, sometimes you don't have to take any risk. And I'm like, if I never took the risk, I would never be here. And I'd be making 2 grand a month, and I would be crying myself to sleep knowing that I'm making 2 grand a month, because I could never be someone like that. And some people have that fire in them and some people don't. And you just gotta accept the fact that, imagine working 3 jobs a day, like 20 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours. Like I've done it before, but I couldn't do it forever, and we shouldn't do it forever. Like there should be something inside of you that should, okay, I need to improve, I need to change what I'm doing, I need to do something, right? Because we owe it to, obviously first, we owe it to ourselves. Like, let alone your parents, let alone your family, you owe the most thing to yourself. Your very true potential, your very true peak life moment isn't where you are right now. You could always be way better. Your potential is so much higher than you realize. And you will see this along the way when you start making more money, that as much as money you make, you start to realize that there's so much money, more money to be made, if you just play it smart, if you just be consistent, if you just do what you're supposed to do. And that's how simple it is. Also, another thing that I want to say, like I get comments a lot, like, why don't you talk about Islam in your YouTube videos? Maybe I should, but mostly why I don't want to put my religion in YouTube videos or Instagram videos or stuff like that is because I don't want you guys to like me or follow me just because I have the same religion with you. I don't want to lure my religion for you to buy my mentorship. I don't want my religion to have any influence on the way you think about me, or if you want to, get educated by me or anything like that, because my religion is for myself. I do my religion for myself, and obviously, like, I will praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every time, and I will post it on my story and whatnot, but I'm never gonna explicitly say this, because, like, of course, everything comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, alhamdulillah, of course, 100%. But I'm never gonna explicitly say this on social media. I will say it for myself. I will wake up, I will say alhamdulillah, but I won't say it on my vlog, just because of the fact, and maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but because of the fact that I don't want to lure people in with religion. I don't want to use religion to make money, you know. And there's a lot of people that do this on YouTube, on TikTok, and it's just like there are other ways to make money, you know. You can make money trading. You don't have to lure people. Like, you can sell a course, just don't lure people into your course with your religion. It's as simple as that. Anyways, that's also something I wanted to share. I'm just gonna pray now that I'm gonna eat. The market's gonna open, and I'm planning to long gold, so I will show you guys that as well. And yeah, this is like kind of like a raw talk vlog. Like, you know, I made 100K. I didn't celebrate shit. The month still hasn't ended. Like, I think the goal of till the end of the month maybe 120, 130K. So we're gonna make some work out of that. Probably this week should be the final sprint, because at the end of the week it's like 29th of September or some shit like that. So yeah, that's how it's gonna go. I will keep you guys posted and updated and everything. And yeah, that's it. What is good, guys? Welcome to a brand new trade breakdown. Today I made around $18,000 across 8 funded accounts. Having my cap on because I don't give a single fuck by anything, because I'm just like that. So let me break down this trade for you guys. We can see we're on the 50-minute. Gold had this push. You know, we had this high right here from FOMC last week, and you know, we clearly broke that high. I did mark Monday because today is Tuesday. I did say on Monday, before doing the weekly outlook in my mentorship, that we were gonna pump probably towards 3,800, which we are very close to. But I was simply looking for continuation buys. What we can see here is we obviously reacting from previous demand. You can see that this demand was like kind of the reasoning why we broke this supply, right? So we use this as liquidity. We even use this as liquidity, and then we tag into the demand. Then we come to the 1 minute. We can see nice continuation on the 1 minute with respecting the demand. So this is showing me clear structure, and then you see liquidity build up, sweep of that liquidity. Very nice, very beautiful. And then once that happens, I simply wait for price to come to my area. Once it does that, what I do is I will just look for an entry. So as I was saying, I was looking for an entry. So you can see that gold gave this little push down, swept this low right here, and tagged back into this demand. You can see that we already did mitigate this demand as well. So that was also a good confirmation. So all I needed for price is to break this high, which you can see exactly right here. It broke this high. Once that happened, I simply put a buy position here, and then I longed. My TP was 37.80, and the reason why is actually it was, I think, 85. The reason why it's 85, originally I was targeting 3,800, but because my account balance was up, was at $10,000 with my top sub accounts, I was like, look, this is enough. And you know, this is too much risk on table to you know, not give a fuck about going to break even. So if you play this, price actually just pushed insanely fast, like no hesitation, literally pumped. And obviously we didn't top take, but who gives a fuck about a top take? We did come pretty close, and probably from here on it's gonna go to 3,800. So that's the trade that made me $18,000, and yeah, that's it.